What do you consider your one bad movie?
Well, the most popular one is Son of the Mask. And it's not, that's a real sensitive spot, but I've dealt with it. It's been 19 years. I do talks about it on my pod. I'm really good friends with the director, and what we had and what we did, and then what studio, the machinations of what happened within the studio just really took the movie and changed it, and it like my brain up for a long time.
Do you want to talk about another one, or
No, I mean, if this is what it is, we can go there. Why not, right? I mean, be honest.
Yeah, I mean, we want it to be fun. So, yeah.
Well, it's called One Bad Movie.
No, but that's cool. But that's what this is. If that's his, but one bad movie is, dude, like, the movie you made that just was a piece of crap, and you like think it's funny.
Well, how about wait, something that I think is bad, or you want to keep it light? Let me think. If you want to think of a movie that is bad, like was bad, or like what people said is bad, or they think's bad, but you think is good. What's
Samuel L. Jackson was in a picture called Snakes
It's on a Plane. Yes, but
Was
that
that a
movie
good-
worked.
You liked it.
I liked it.
what do you consider a bad movie?
What do I consider a bad movie? That's a good question. I think a bad movie.
Is there a movie you've done in your filmography where you looked at it later and went, I probably wouldn't have done that one?
Yes.
Which one?
That I wouldn't have done?
Wouldn't have done.
I mean, all right, here's a simple one. I did a movie called Bermuda Tentacles.
Bermuda what?
Bermuda Tentacles. So it's kind of like a documentary now. If you believe that aliens live in the ocean. That's a good one. But here's the thing. So I will go through the story if you like.
I can't get past the title. Bermuda what?
Tentacles.
Bermuda Tentacles.
Bermuda Tentacle. You want to hear mine?
Yes.
It's called Sharks in Venice.
Wait a minute. They're probably made by the same company. Was it the producer of Sharknado?
I don't know at this point.
Wait a minute. Venice, LA or Venice, Italy?
Italy!
No.
They're
Dude, this
canals, bro.
Oh, this is so funny.
Sharks in Venice.
Wait a minute. Where did you shoot it?
Starring Stephen Baldwin and Vanessa Johansson. Do you know who Vanessa Johansson is?
No.
She's got a sister who's an actress.
Scarlett.
Scarlett Johansson. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
Wow.
dun, dun, dun,
You got the
dun,
B-side. The chromosome.
And she's fabulous.
Yeah.
And I think she's much more interesting than Scarlett.
Oh my God, dude, stop making enemies right now.
Well,
What's it?
he's an actor.
I'll tell you the
Bermuda
reasoning
Tentacle?
behind it.
That's a great title. I'm just going to start a company that makes those movies. That's the smartest thing to do. You want to
Yes.
make money? You and I should just come up with the dumbest stuff we can come up with.
Yes.
We'd be rich.
Can I get the answer of what you consider a bad movie?
What do I consider a bad movie? I consider it's hard. I'm gonna really be sweet. here.
Go.
Because this is a really hard question for me because, and I hate when people who are creatives on bad movies or who are actors and stuff because I know how much work goes into it. You know what I mean? You do. I know how much the pain. I know you give a year of your life to something, and it just gets destroyed with the stroke of a pen. So I guess a bad movie.
But on the opposite side of that is, How Don't Suck came to you was a bad movie until you fixed it.
Well, I hated the title, and I thought it was gonna be a bad movie.
But if you didn't touch it, it would have been.
I thought it was a great script, but I definitely.
You see my point?
Yeah, no,
That's what
You're
we're
saying
talking
I
about.
elevated
Those bad movies.
I mean, look. Here's the answer to your question. What's a bad movie? Bad directing, sloppy filmmaking. Really, it's like not good storytelling, bad shot selection, sound
Editing,
quality, acting,
continuity.
It's all of it. I mean,
Right.
it's really cheesy idea, cheesy. You know, that's a bad. But there are movies that are so bad that they're good. Like you have Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is a movie that made a mark on me because I saw it as a young kid, and to this day, people that know that movie know that movie. So that's like a B movie.
You're
that's
never leaving this room.
yeah, you know what I mean. So it's like I'm actually, but dude, I'm also in the deeper part of my life. Where check this out, bad is good. Think about it. There are people now that I don't want to name names, but there are people out there doing things that the tastemakers think they're delusional. Okay,
Right.
but the people that are doing them have a fan and they're doing it. Let's just take that movie, The Room. I never saw it, but that became like hipster irony, post irony. All the hip kids were like, it was cool to on it to the point that they made it a movie that got Oscar nominations about it. So was it a bad movie? I don't know. I never saw it, but it was so bad it attracted all the apparently good people in Hollywood.
ironic.
So it's fascinating, right?
Yeah,
So
I like that.
I hate. I mean, but there are bad movies, of course, and I've done.
Make your point about a bad movie, Jamie Kennedy.
Here's what struck me about this movie, okay? And I like The Asylum, and they made Sharknado. So let me give you my 3 cents on this.
Please go.
So, and I love everybody involved with this movie. And I love the director, Nick. What's up, Nick? And I love Esther, who is one of the head producers, first EDs. And I love a cast. So here's what I'm going to say. Why that movie struck me as bad when I first saw it is because they f***ing chinced on the special effects. It pissed me off. But here's what it is. It's the company that made Sharknado. Sharknado would be considered a bad movie that became huge and made a mark on pop culture lexicon. But that movie to me is bad because they didn't care enough about the special effects, but some people said that's part of the cheesiness of it. And my buddy directed it. Other people produced it. We went down to San Pedro for a week. We shot on his ship. I got to play a great role,
Right.
and he put me in another dramatic role in Lifetime called
If they
Foreclosed.
said tomorrow they're making the sequel to
I might do it. I might do it because
I
the
love it!
the world's insane right now, and it doesn't matter.
Right.
And you know what? AI will re-edit it.
Let's talk about bad movies.
If you look at any superhero movie now, the only thing that makes them good, well, not the only thing, that's not right to say. There's amazing stories and structures and stuff and characters. But if they didn't have the effects,
Right,
I mean, there's a
right,
difference
yes.
between them and Power Rangers. Or Power Rangers of the 90s, some of these movies would look like that. So it is about, you can make anything good, or an amazing melodrama can be so over the top bad. You know what I'm saying?
Bad, it's good. This twisted tale, laughing through the bridge we set sail. Guilty pleasures misunderstood. It's so bad, it's good.